welcome to game number 2 here at Birkelbach Field in Georgetown, Texas for the girls Class 5A Championship Soccer bragging rights between Frisco, Wakeland, and Dripping Springs. Well, Dripping Springs comes in 25 shutouts this season. That's a school record for the Lady Tigers, coached by Bailey Perrine. This is her 4th season here for Dripping Springs. Well, the starting lineups in the nets for Caroline Dill for Dripping Springs, and her coach Bailey Perrine says that, and we're about to find out, that she is the best goalie in the state of Texas by her estimation.
And I mean, really rock solid defense in front too. But we'll get her first look in and see how she performs. Again, it is been some light rain throughout this, so we saw it kind of affect one of the keepers there, where it was kind of tough to get a grip on the ball. So we'll see what the condition like. The field looks pretty solid.
Over that time, Caroline Dill has been nothing short of spectacular in the playoffs. 480 minutes between the pipes, no goals, 6 clean sheets. And Drew Stover just as Wakeland with the first big opportunity right here, the first corner of the day. Into the box, punched away by Dill. It'll go off of Dripping Springs, and Wakeland will have a corner on the other side.
Yeah, when the game slows down, Tigers are awfully tough to score on, but you see right there, you get that field wide enough, you get people moving, that might be the opportunity for Wakeland. And Tigers have not been scored on throughout this entire playoff.
Yeah, 480 minutes and counting, 480 plus minutes and counting. We're just about 10 minutes into this match. And the opener today, we were 10 minutes in and the score was already 2-0.
Last time they gave up goals was against Kerrville Tybee, the Antlers. And that was, I believe, one of the last games of the regular season with the district already in the bag. Not much happening there.
Overcast skies here in Georgetown as we're in the open for Wakeland. And it'll end up in the arms of Caroline Dill.
Maybe was hoping to jumpstart an attack there, but Wakeland wide-eyed and awake.
Nice play there by number 19, Faith Bell. 5 players around it. Nobody able to do much with it. Riley Flores, I believe, had a touch on it the last. No, that was for Dripping Springs. And now Wakeland back the other way. Now bumped off the ball. And now getting it back. They'll turn. And here's an opportunity. Caroline Dill off her line. That was a dangerous moment right there. She was 30 yards off her line probably to get that ball.
Almost.
Wakeland has 5 players up there, including Amador and Jenkins. What a stop by Gill. That ball sank at the last minute. Gill able to come up with it.
Gobbled that one up. But, I mean, we saw one going goal that slipped off of hands in that 4-8 matchup. Just had slipped out of the gloves, and Dill was not going to allow that here. They haven't turned into an offside number.
Dill with the goal kick now. Riley Sisson into the game for Dripping Springs, along with a couple of other subs here. Some fresh legs here in the final 10.5 minutes of the opening 40 here at Georgetown. No score between Wakeland and Dripping Springs. Ball into the box, but off her line to gather it in is Drew Stover. Stover, as you mentioned, headed to Wisconsin.
Madison's a wonderful town, so
that ball bounces over the Dripping Springs defender, but Kalsu right there. And quick shot there. Pretty good idea right there.
Yeah, I mean, that's something they've really not been able to get it to work too often in this match, and a big numbers advantage by Wakeland in the box. And said, all right, I got to take a stab at this. Not too far off there. So.
Hey, when you got the school record for goals you might as well do it.
Yeah, you can set the table there and you can take some chances. I think this Tiger team trusts her to the end.
She'll do it again. Now she's got a player though. This looks like McKenna Jenkins. That was Jenkins. Jenkins will get the goal. That pass from Allie Perry. So it was Perry that ran onto him and then set Jenkins free. Dill came off her line to no avail. Jenkins found the back of the net. 1-0. Lady Wolverines. Jenkins is there. There's a header and a touch and a goal. Cleared off the line. I thought that ball was in.
It's getting close.
Unbelievable. Wow.
Oh, boy. Some deep sweats for Tiger fans. Maybe a potential counterattack to alleviate.
The near side, Bella James at the back of the box. That went off the head of Wallace. And the next header went straight into the arms of Caroline Dill. And a miscue there by two. This is the Lady Tigers and a shot and a goal! What a shot! Wow! Left-footed strike, and then we're tied at 1. Riley Sisson with a left-footed strike into the upper 90. Sisson's goal with 1:05 left in the half makes this a brand new ball game. There's a centering ball, but Dill right there.
Yeah, like Coach Perrin said, one of the best goalkeepers here in the state. Hadn't really allowed anything for quite a while. And
the Lady Wolverines, and they've got Jenkins down the near far side. Two defenders closing on her, and a shot right at Dill. Had it well played. Caroline Dill, who gave up a goal in the opening half. Her streak at about 490 consecutive minutes of soccer. Scoreless soccer between the pipes.
really great job by Cal.
She cuts it inside to her teammate, and now Dripping Springs moving down the field. And a chance for the Lady Tigers. Nutmegs the keeper. And there's the lead goal. Wow. What a turn of events right there. Able to get a nice heel ball there by McKenna Jenkins. Unable to control it though was Allie Perry. The ball rolling back towards Dill as she backs up into her box, forcing Perry to come all the way. And now they're going to want a foul. Are they going to get it?
Yeah, the main chase the entire way.
I think we're just going to another throw in now for Pear.
Yeah, Tigers not out of the woods yet. Wakeland can strike at any moment.
There's a nice centering ball. Dill there. It's on the ground, loose, and Dill falls on it. Wow. Thought for a moment there McKenna Jenkins was going to have another goal.
Yeah, just by the very smallest of margins. Dill coming up big.
Right now the bounce is going in favor of Dripping Springs as Copeland picks up a loose ball. Tries to center it, and Wakeland. Jenkins was the one chasing it towards Dill, and now setting a runner free, but off her line, Caroline Dill to smother that ball.
Great heads-up awareness to her to come out and grab that one. For a moment there, that looked like an equalizer.
It looked like Rosas was going to get to that ball. Dill came off her line. Maybe that's one of the reasons. Perrine says that she is the best keeper in the state. That anticipation you just saw. Now Rosas between two defenders. This is Gregston. Trying to touch it towards McKenna. Dill off her line. McKenna goes down. The ref says, get up. Let's go.
Yeah, I think if it doesn't work out at soccer, McKenna might have a good chance as an actress. That was some fine performance, and hey, that's what you got to do in this game is try to take advantage of opportunities like that where they come.
And Wakeland back again. This ball headed towards McKenna. Shot on goal! What a stop by Dill. Talk about reaction time. There it was. McKenna with a great touch. Dill with a better reaction.
Yeah, and really good job by Flores there to get back and at least challenge enough that it wasn't just going to be a free kick at goal. And great save, though. Boy, this Wolverine team's still knocking on the door here with about 23 minutes to play.
Caroline Dill has come through big here in the second half. Once her team got the lead, she's made a couple of remarkable saves. Now Dripping Springs on the other end. That ball intercepted by Decker of Wakeland. And here come the Wolverines one more time. They're trying to get a through ball in, but Dill is off her line. And she's going to be able to pick this one up.
Yeah, she's made really good decisions here for the most part in this match. One almost cost the Tigers a goal, but I think was called offside, but chance here yet for the Wolverines again.
Wolverines intercept her kick. Lainey Calzoo right there. And that shot goes wide. That last ball, intended for Lillian Wallace when Dill came off her line. Had she been able to run onto that ball, that would have been a pretty good angle for number 17. Ball intended for McKenna Jenkins. She has it. There's a pass into the box, a centering ball, but off the defender right to Dill.
Yeah, I believe that was Hannah Gamma's on the far side of the field there to potentially cut that. I'm trying to see. That may have been Howell there as well, but
we talked about that short goal kick. It's something you don't see a lot in soccer anymore. It used to be pretty prevalent when I played, but now you don't see it quite as much. Her. Now she's going to put Gregson free on the far side. Gregson's shot on goal right at Dill. And if you're Dripping Springs, you don't mind that kind of shot. Your keeper has great eyes.
If you're going to surrender a shot, it's going to be from that angle, outside the box, with your keeper with two eyes on the plate.
This is Dixon. They'll push it forward. Wakeland, though, will intercept it midfield. That ball will come to Dill as Allie Perry gave chase but couldn't catch up to it.
Almost got knocked over there by the hustling Perry.
Calsu with another header, intercepted by Perry. Perry knocks it ahead. Off her line is Dill. Oh, wow. Miscommunication there between the defense and Dill, but the ball bounced away of the Dripping Springs keeper. She was able to clear it. McKenna Jenkins.
Yeah, if Tigers are just taking their time here, in moments like this, again, Wakeland can strike and even this up.
The times they kick the ball like that average 55 to 60 miles an hour.
Oh!
Dangerous ball there, but Dill had it all the way, and then Wakeland ran into him. I believe that was McKenna Jenkins, actually it was number 8 for Wakeland, Georgia Irons, the senior, drawing the yellow card after running into the keeper. Now Wakeland has it. Bella James pushes it to the outside to Jenkins, a centering ball, but Dill had it played perfectly.
Yeah, trying to get the cross out there, head on to anybody, and just not enough of an angle to place the ball anywhere for any of these forwards to try to be able to get a good
for Wakeland, and now they'll send the ball ahead. Nobody able to get there. Dill picks it up. And they'll call an offside. Bailey Perry for Dripping Springs, their head coach, said 3 goals in every game. play as a team, win with class, and get better each time out. I'll tell you what, with this win streak, 18 games in a row now, looking at 19, just 7.5 minutes away from that, and a state title, you'd have to say they fit all three of those.
And I mean, it's potentially an organizational win too. I mean, Galen Zimmerman.
Midfield, Wakeland has it. That was Amador ahead to Jenkins. Jenkins with two defenders on her, heads it forward, but nobody able to get there. As Dill picks it up near the 18.
I can't count how many moments in the match has been like this, where you have Caroline Dill hopping out there to close off for what in a moment appears like a chance for Wakeland, and they're still going to keep trying. They got 5 minutes, 15 seconds to work with to try to get another goal to tie this up.
Avery Davis
on the cross.
And McKenna Jenkins trying to get there, unable to do so, and as you said, Dill right there off her line, waiting for the ball to cross the 18 so she could pick it up. Flores and Kalsu accompanying Jenkins as she raced for the ball. Headed around. Looks like Allie Perry will take this one, and this is well within her range if she wants to go for goal here on this one. 40 yards. The kick on target. Oh, just wide. Dill thought about grabbing it for just a moment and then realized it would go over the end line, and it did. Now 2.5 minutes left in the Wakeland season. If they cannot find the equalizer against Allie Perry trying to get it for Frisco Wakeland, and she does. Now she'll kick it forward. Here comes Jenkins. Jenkins with a touch. What defense there?
Oh, my.
Wow. Once again, the Lady Tigers, 10 seconds. The final 10 are counting down here for Dripping Springs. Riley Flores with the poke off of Jenkins' foot was the last gasp for Wakeland. And Dripping Springs claims their first state title in Class 5A soccer here in Georgetown by a score of 2-1 over the Frisco Wakeland Lady Wolverines. Bailey Perrine and company, congratulations to them. And what a ball game.
Everything we asked for in a quality match. It started off slow, it was level. It was a dog fight, it was a rock fight. It was just a fight.
Take a few minutes and chew on this one as we try to figure out which one of these players, and it's hard to say, as you said earlier, it's hard to say on a team sport. One player.
Yeah, I mean, that's the whole point. I mean, that is the beauty of it when you are a team like the Lady Tigers, where it's nobody's above the team. We're all in this together. That, you know, I mean, you could give it to Caroline Dill as well. I mean, just even for the fantastic performance leading up to this, so many moments here where if she reacted a step too late or too early, things could have swung another direction. So I'm going to concede whoever the UIL decides here as player of the match, because I think they might have a better idea of how the ball works than I do.
Who the player, the MVP for the Class 5A girls match here that was just won by Dripping Springs by a score of 2-1. Recap the scoring for you. Frisco Wakeland got the opening.
5A state champions. Our principal, Angela Gomez. Athletic director, Galen Zimmerman. Assistant athletic director, Marissa Tuzzi. And athletic coordinator, Marty Emrine.
As they give out the medals here, Frisco Wakeland gets the silver. We talked about Jenkins getting the opening goal then. With 1:05 left in the opening half, Dripping Springs, Riley Sisson took a shot. They said it was from 20 yards out. It was off balance, top shelf, far post, and we were level at 1 going to the halftime locker room. Just 6 minutes out of the second half locker room, Taylor Hodson got the ball, and she knew what to do with it. She made a move. The keeper came off her line, Stover, and just as Stover went down to block the shot, Hodson let it go right between her legs into the back of the net, and just like that, Dripping Springs had a 2-1 lead. There were opportunities galore for both sides, particularly Frisco Wakeland, but Caroline Dill, who I would say, I think she is the player of the match because of what she did coming off that line time and time again at just the right moment to clear the ball away and stop Frisco Wakeland. If you could give it to the entire defense, that back line, we talked about their form. They got offside calls against Frisco Wakeland at the most opportune moments.
We direct your attention to the field for the presentation of the UIL Most Valuable Player Award for the Conference 5A Championship game. Presenting the award is UIL Assistant Athletic Director Joseph Garment.
My choice for Academy Player of the Match is Caroline Dill.
And now, the Conference 5A Girls Most Valuable Player Award, as selected by the media, goes to...
Let's see if they agree.
Caroline Dill of Dripping Springs High School.
Caroline Dill, the sophomore keeper, MVP of the match and the Academy Player of the match. And what a playoff season she had. 1 goal in 7 games.
And I imagine how much confidence that gives to an entire team, that knowing that you're in safe hands with Caroline Dill in front of the net. And you could give it into a lot of players here on this squad, and I don't think anybody would probably complain. But certainly as deserving as ever, as teammates can't really see off the screen, but just going absolutely wild for this honor here for their sophomore teammate, Caroline Dill.
Bailey
Now, for the runner-up,
this team
completing the
was
season
dedicated
with a
coming into this
23-3
season
record,
to getting that state
Coach
title.
Jimmy Langford
They
and his
complete
team
the
have
run.
represented their school with pride. We congratulate the Wolverines of Frisco Wakeland High School. Please step forward and accept your trophy.
Frisco Wakeland ends their season at 20 wins, 3 losses, and 3 draws. Bailey Perrine and her state champion Dripping Springs Lady Tigers, 27 wins.
And now,
1
for the
loss.
Conference 5A state champions, the Tigers of Dripping Springs High School. With a record of 27-1-1, Coach Bailey Perrine and her team have achieved the goal of champion. Please step forward and accept your championship trophy.
Wonderful moment here for Tiger Nation, for Wakeland that was looking to maybe go boys and girls state titles, falls just short, but you know that you can't be too disappointed by the effort. You certainly know that both of these teams left it on the field. The Tigers just a little bit sharper today.
Frisco Wakeland had never lost in a state title game coming into today, and Dripping Springs had never won a state title in soccer coming into this match. Both those streaks end. Dripping Springs, a 19-game winning streak to end the season. Caroline Dill, the player of the match. At 6 p.m. we'll kick off
We congratulate these
the
communities.
6A